Welcome back. This is the wrap-up for Week 2 for our Fantasy Football League. We had a great week. I didn't, but some of you did. We ended the weekend with 3 teams that are now 2-0. We've got a pack in the middle of 4 that are 1-1. And 3 teams at the bottom that are 0-2. I am one of them. As well as Vice Commissioner Joe Dickerson. What is going on with all of these veterans to fantasy football falling to all you rookies? Maybe it's beginner's luck. Maybe it's not. Maybe you caught on really quick and you have a decent team to back that up with. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the matchups here. Starting with Back That Pass Up, taking on Team Take a Fucking Hike. Back That Pass Up wins by a decent margin over Vice Commissioner Joe's Take a Fucking Hike team, which looks like he's taking a fucking hike all the way to the bottom of the leaderboard. He sits 0-2 and is in sole last place. So Back That Pass Up moves to 1-1. She sits in 6th place with 120 over 79 points. I might have already said that, but that's a great win for her. Congratulations. She put up the 4th highest points. Yes, 4th highest point total this week. So very good, very good. Moving right along. The next matchup is none other than my mother, Victoria's Secret Kim Hunsinger, barely eking it out over I throws home runs Ryan McCann, another veteran that fell to a rookie. So he's going to move to 4th place, 1-1 record. 103 to 99 was the score. She is 2-0. She sits all the way up in 2nd place. That's awesome. You know, that's great. She voiced her opinions earlier about how she loves fantasy football, or she's starting to come around to loving it or liking it. I don't remember which it was, but good. It's. I think I told her fantasy football is the greatest non-sport when you're winning, but it's possibly the worst sport ever when you're losing. So good on you, and congratulations. Enjoy that this weekend all the way up until next week. I'm not real sure who your next matchup is, but hopefully it goes just as good as this weekend's. Next up is False Start, and I believe this was a name change, but either way, this is Sarah's team, who was going up against Lacey's Laces and Leather team. This was a very, very good matchup, as I think I said before. Maybe I'm not real sure if I told Val that, or I told Joe, or somebody. Maybe I put it out there in the league. I'm not real sure, but I had this down as was going to be a close one, and it was. But in the end, Laces and Leather ekes past False Start by 1 point, and that puts Lacey's Laces and Leather in 5th place. False Start falls 0-2 into 8th place on the leaderboard. Okay, let's see. Next matchup is Valerie's DeForce team, 1-1. Now falling with the lowest point total of the week to Renee's Rad team, Score of 125 to 65. Renee's Rad team now sits at the top of the leaderboard. First place, 2-0. So Renee's Rad team, she's never played fantasy football before. Her man is our Vice Commissioner, Joe Dickerson. He sits in last. I wonder how that feels. Don't even say anything because I'm not in last place. I'm in second to last. And that leads me to the last matchup, which is mine. It was tough fought, but in the end, I was bested by the Beastie Boys mode team, managed by Debbie. She now moves into third place with a squeaky clean record of 2-0. She beat me with a score of 80 to 78. I fall way down to the bottom, but not the bottom, because Joe's at the bottom. Into ninth place, I have 0-2 record, and that's why, if anybody's noticed, I have a name change. Saved by the Bell. And if you don't understand that, I think maybe Valerie and Ryan and Joe might understand it if you look at my roster, but if not, Bell is a running back in the National Football League. He was on a 2-game suspension. He'll be back next week. Le'Veon Bell, Pittsburgh Steelers, probably the best running back in the league. He's on my squad. The losing stops here. You better be ready when you face Saved by the Bell, because I'm coming after you. That leaderboard is going to turn itself upside down. So Renee's Rad team, I'm coming for you. Very good, everybody. Thank you once again. It is Tuesday night. By the time you guys see this, it'll be Wednesday. So I hope you've claimed all your waivers and you got everybody you wanted. Remember to go make your pick'ems. Let's see. Make some trades. It's a free league. So if you make a bad trade, you learn from it. If you make a good trade, hey, you might just win the championship. So get out there and make some trades. Mix it up a little bit, and get on the fantasy page and on Facebook and talk a little smack to everybody. I know Victoria's Secret is chomping at the bit to say something to somebody, and I think that's what's happening here is she's beating all the shit talkers right out of the gate so bad that everything's quiet. So, hey, we're only 2 weeks into a 16-week ordeal here. There's a lot of football left to be played. Anything could happen. Victoria's Secret could end up in very last place, but as of right now, she sits 2-0 in the second spot. So, get in there, make changes you need to make, and go after that 2-0, make it 3-0, or somebody beat her next week and make her understand what losing in this league feels like. 2-1 record. See you in a couple days. Hopefully we'll get another video out for you guys and do some matchups, and we'll be seeing you here in a couple days. See ya.